Welcome back to Keeks Custom Builds. Today I got a video that I'm pretty excited about. We have an LS3 back here. It is a 376, so 6.2 liter, Gen 3, all aluminum. The block is aluminum. It's all pimped out, and we got a whole entire box of Holley goodies to be sticking on this engine. So I'm gonna get you spun around and we'll check out what's going on in that box. So this is the box here, completely full. You can see it's pretty big. And it has a complete Holley mid-mount accessory kit here, so that is going to be quite a bit of stuff going on here. It's got brackets, belts. I believe it has a new harmonic balancer because we're going to be using a different one, I think. I'm not sure though. And then just a whole bunch of other random bits and pieces so that the power steering and everything works when we swap it into that Jeep right there. So I'm going to start unpacking stuff and then we'll start putting it together. So the first thing we're going to be doing is putting the water pump on the water manifold, which acts like the mounts for the power steering, alternator, all of that stuff. So you get your gasket here, put it on, and then probably going to take two hands. But then you get your water pump right here. See the dowel spot goes right there. You have to put it over like that. Then move it around a little bit, and just like that, it's in there. And then these little guys right here, Allen heads, go in these holes here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these tightened up. Now that these screws are tightened down to 85 inch-pounds, we're gonna move on to putting in the thermostat. It goes right there, and then this is the heater hose adapter. So that will go on just like that. And then you use the last of these little button head screws in there. These also get tightened down to 85 inch-pounds. And now it's time to put the manifolds up on the block. So you're gonna need to take these gaskets right here, put them up there like that, and you're gonna have to hold them while putting the manifold on. So that's gonna be a little bit tricky. It uses these 5 flange head bolts right here, and then one shorter flange head bolt right here to get that up there. And now it is the next day, and it is absolutely freezing out, so we have the heater up right there. I already put the alternator on. It's pretty simple. You just put a bolt in here and here. And now, since I have the tool for pulling off the balancer, we're gonna take this the bolt off right there. It's a 15/16. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip that out with the impact, and then we'll start pulling it out. And now that the bolt's out, you take your rod right here, that goes in, and there's a little pocket back there that it sticks into on the end. You can see it right there. Take your puller, slap it on there like that, and then this is gonna take 2 hands, but you take your bolt right here, you can see it has a hole in the end that will fit over the end of that rod. So make sure it all lines up when you get this threaded in there. And now the puller is on there. You're gonna have to use a 1-inch wrench to hold the puller so it doesn't spin the crank over when you're trying to break it loose with the breaker bar. It also says not to impact this off, so that's why we're using a breaker bar. So now I'm gonna hold on to this and break it loose. And just like that, it's out of there. It just presses off nice and smooth, so it doesn't break loose or anything like that. Just take your rod out, that's how long it is. Probably 6 or 7 inches, something like that. And now the new crank, or the new pulley is gonna be going on there. It also comes with a new bolt and seals and all that stuff, so I'm gonna see if we're gonna use any of that. Now I think this is gonna be the tricky part, so we have to put the new pulley on there, and then take the original bolt that we pulled out of it, torque it down to 240 foot-pounds, pull this one back out, and then put in a new bolt and torque it down to 59 foot-pounds. So you're gonna wanna make sure to lube the inside of this here, the bottom side of the bolt right here where it's gonna rub on the new balancer. And then you're also going to want to lube up the steel right here so it doesn't catch and tear. So now I'm gonna have to figure out some way of holding that and torquing it down to 240 foot-pounds. So that should be quite the job. The pulley is now on it, so what we did first, took the old one off clearly, put the bolt in there, the old bolt in there, torqued it down to 240 foot-pounds, and the way we did that is came onto this side of the engine right here, put a pry bar across here, and then put it in one of these teeth to hold it, and then cranked it down on this end until it was seated all the way. The next thing you do, you pull that bolt back out, put a new one back in it, this is a new one, and then you torque it down to 59 foot-pounds, and then another 125 degrees, and that's your final torque spec. So now that's on there. I think the next thing we're gonna do is power steering pulley, but we still need a bolt to get it onto the pulley. So I can actually go ahead and put the air compressor in. You take your M8 bolt right there, and you want to put that one in first because it goes into this slot right here, and I don't know if there's space between here and here to fit that bolt in there after putting that in. So you just take it, put it up there. It's a little bit tight, but like that, and it's in place. And now you're gonna wanna go ahead and put this bolt in right here. It is another M8 bolt. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in and get it tightened up. Now the compressor's on there. You definitely wouldn't be able to fit this bolt in there once the compressor's already on there. So make sure you get that in first and then set it up there. So the next thing is gonna be the tensioner, the belt tensioner. And it just goes on there like that. It's got two dowels that stick in the holes there. And to put it on, you're gonna take this button head bolt with a washer. It just goes in there and bolts in like that. So now I have the pulley press to put on the power steering pump pulley. You can see this side has writing right here on the pulley, the other side doesn't. The instructions say to have the writing facing out. So I'm gonna finish threading this on there and cinch it down on there. Now the power steering pump pulley is all the way on there. It's perfectly flush with the end of the shaft, which is great. And I also have the belt on here. The way you get that on is you just put it on over everything and then stick a breaker bar in this and then slide the belt the rest of the way onto this idler or tensioner, whatever. And there's a couple things that I didn't show you because I'm not sure if we're gonna be using them. There's some water ports that go here or here. And since this is our first swap into a Jeep, we're not sure which ones we're gonna be using, so we're gonna leave these guys out. But typically you would put them in if you knew where they'd be going. So now that will be the complete Holley mid-mount accessory drive kit. Everything is kept in nice and close and looks pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So comment down below if you know where these water ports will be going for swapping into that Jeep Wrangler. That'd be absolutely outstanding. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, please share it with someone who might want to see it. Almost at 150 subscribers, which is awesome. Anyway, Keeg out.